What's up guys, D-Libs here. Today we're going to be going over the best Fuze spots on every map in the ranked pool. They're all going to be based around the objectives on that map, so wherever the objectives are, like second floor, basement, whatever, that's where the fuses are going to go, because that's going to be the high volume spots, of course. One last thing before we get into it, make sure you guys join the Discord link down in the description. We'll talk about Siege, video ideas, tips, life, whatever it may be. Love to have you guys join. Now let's get started with our first map, Oregon. This first one is going to go on the breaching wall and closet, obviously specifically if they are defending second floor. So here's what that's going to look like. The cluster charge is going to come in, it's going to clear out this whole entire spot, and really it's going to even, expand past that as well. Then we're going to place one cluster charge right here in this corner. It can actually go a little bit further to the left over here, but you're going to see that it's going to destroy anyone who is holding this back part of the objective when they are on kitchen. So we're really just targeting the defender's fallback point in the back of objective here. And then another spot, if they are defending kitchen, you can place a cluster charge at the top here and just go ahead and blow it up. Not only is this going to destroy anyone who is holding back here, but it could destroy any shock wires or electro claws they have on this main wall, so it'll help out your hard breacher as well. You guys can get the main wall. Now we're moving on to clubhouse. Our first one's going to get placed right here in kitchen. You can see this is going to directly target the back of objective here, which you're going to have your anchors be holding a lot. As you can see, it's going to really just destroy anyone who is back here. If you exit kitchen and go over to the very edge of these steps here, you place down your cluster charge, you can see this is actually going to target right here in this hallway. So this general area right here that we just cluster charge is just a really high volume spot for rotating. So that's exactly what we're targeting here. Next, if you're able to get construction control when they are defending CCTV cache, if you place a cluster charge on the right side of this wall here, you can see it's going to kill anyone who is holding desk back here on top of bomb. And this is a crucial spot for defenders. You're definitely going to get a kill with this if you do it the right way. Now we have consulate. Our first cluster charge is going to go right here in this spot. You can see it's going to blow up this back corner of garage when they are defending basement. This is one of those safe spots for the defenders that they'll normally hold. Sometimes there'll be a rotate here as well, so this is going to take out anyone who is down here. Our next one is going to go right up against the piano here, and you can see this is going to take out anyone who is holding the garage door, as well as any shock wires or electro claws that they have on garage door as well, so that'll help out your teammates too. Now we're going to take a look at bank. The only one that's really worth showing on this very not Fuze friendly map here is this one right here if they are defending second floor. As you can see, it's going to destroy all of the areas like around the couches, which is a very high volume spot that the defenders will hold. Especially this spot right here, you can see the defender is just going to camp out back here, and this is going to take out anyone who is holding here. But that's just about it for bank. Now we have canal. When they are defending basement, our first one is going to go right above here, and it's going to get anyone holding this little corner spot, which is almost always like every single round. Especially if you guys get hatched first, they're going to be hiding out in this corner over here. Our second one is going to go right above lockers. You can see this is going to take out anyone who's holding back here. This is going to help out your teammates a whole lot. They're going to be able to take control. Now we're going to take a look at chalet. Our first one's going to get placed right around this corner over here. You can see this is going to take out this area of downstairs and basement by the snowmobile. It'll also help get wall, so if there's a bandit charge or electro claw here, that'll get that as well. Then our second one is going to go right between this couch and hatch here. This is going to take out anyone holding connector. And then our third one is going to get put right up against this doorway here, and you can see this is going to take out the back part of wine cellar, which is another common spot the defenders will hold right here if you are attacking trench. And that's everything for chalet. Now for cafe, if you're able to get control of this hallway here, which is a big if, you're going to want to place a cluster charge right over here on the right side of the wall. As you can see, this is going to destroy this major part of the objective, as well as take out any shock wires or electro claws on the main bakery wall. So this is a really crucial Fuze charge to have. You can see how much ground it actually really covers here in this objective, so this is definitely a good one. Now going upstairs, taking the vertical attack on kitchen, you're going to want to place one right here next to the blue tarp, and then if you go down here, you can see this is going to take out anyone holding this back part of the window here. If you're pushing prep or bakery, there's normally always someone standing standing right here, so this is really a perfect cluster charge. It's going to take out this whole entire area here, so the rotation area as well. If you use these 2 cluster charges when you are attacking kitchen, it's going to make life really hard for defenders. Now on border, if you can get office control, you're going to want to place a cluster charge on the right side of this wall here. This is a super good cluster charge. As you can see, it literally takes up this entire backside of the objective here when they are defending second floor. Not only that, it also destroys the hatch, so no one's going to be able to hold right in this corner here like how they sometimes do. And the bomb is right here, so sometimes you'll have defenders hold right behind the bomb. This is really just going to take out anyone who's holding this backside, and chances are there's no one holding right here, since that would be way too easy for them to get picked off. So this is probably going to push everyone into lockers, and that's going to pinch them, and overall this is just a crazy powerful cluster charge to have from one singular spot. Now staying right in office, if they are defending bathroom tellers, you're going to want to place one right on this rug here, actually right next to the one that we just placed. And this is going to get anyone holding bathroom here. As you can see, it has a super big radius. It really only doesn't cover this back spot here, but chances are if someone hears that cluster charge going off, they're just going to run out of bathroom anyway, either into rotate or into hallway. But it will certainly get anyone who's holding this corner or even back here as well, so definitely another good one to have in mind. Now we got skyscraper. Getting one placed on the right side of this wall here is a really crucial spot. Sometimes you'll have defenders holding right behind this little bar here. Now our second one is for the other second floor objective. If you place one in the middle of this wall here, you can see it's going to get anyone holding this little nook here in the back of objective, which is a super common spot for the defenders to be holding. Actually, it's a little bit too common, and unfortunately that's all I have for skyscraper. This is a very rough map to be able to find cluster charge spots for. Now we got coastline. This is a risky one and it's probably unrealistic, but if you're in low enough ranks it might work. Or even if it's just like a 3v1 or maybe a 4v2, something like that, there's not many defenders left roaming around. If you can rappel in courtyard and place one in the corner on the left side of the wall here, you can see it's going to take out anyone who is defending this back part of the objective, which is a very common spot for people to be holding when you are on this objective in coastline. Our next one is to attack against kitchen. As you can see, this cluster charge here is going to pretty much target this rotation spot. This rotation hole is one of the most high volume spots on this objective, and not only is it going to get the rotation hole, but also get this backside, this little corner that the defenders will sometimes hide in. So this is a really great one to have on kitchen. I would definitely do this one first when they might not know it's coming yet, and then do the second one here up against these boxes. This is going to take out anyone who decided to run up against this back part of the objective here, and so this cluster charge could catch them off guard. Our last one's going to go right above bathroom here. As you can see, anyone who is holding these stalls is going to get obliterated pretty much, so that's all I have for coastline. Now we'll take a look at theme park. Now if they're defending initiation and you're able to get control of cafe and into top yellow, place one right up against this wall here. It's going to take out anyone who is holding desk and even leak into the vault back here as well, so this is a really powerful one to have. As you can see, it covers a whole lot of ground here in this objective. Our second one again is going to be targeting if they're defending initiation. It's going to get anyone holding the back here. And then our third one is going to target against if they're defending throne. You're going to want to place one right around where I am right now. You can see it's going to get anyone holding the back of throne, which if you haven't been able to tell, that's pretty much where we're doing every single time. We're going to get like the anchoring points or like the fallback points for the defenders. That's pretty much where we target with our cluster charges every time. And so as you know, this is a pretty common spot for that, so that's exactly why we do it. Now on Villa, our first one is going to be targeting 90, specifically if they are defending aviator. So you can go ahead and place a cluster charge in the top right corner of this barricade. As you can see, it's going to get anyone holding 90, and then once you do this, you should be able to take control of 90, and that's going to help out a whole lot with attacking aviator. In statuary, our next one is going to go at the top of this rug here. This is going to be targeting vertical here when you are attacking against kitchen. It's going to pretty much get anyone who is holding the backside of these boxes here. Again, a common fallback point where you'll have an anchor normally holding. And then our last one is going to go right here at the top of stairs. You can see it's going to get anyone holding the back of kitchen, sort of in this little corner area. This is one of those objectives that's super vertical heavy, so you can definitely get away with a few kills here with your cluster charges. Now we have Outback. If you're attacking laundry and you are able to get games control, place a cluster charge right here where I have it now, and this is going to clear out bathroom. As you can see, it gets right into all of those stalls here, so anyone who's trying to hold a long peek is going to get blown up. Additionally, if you are attacking party and you're able to get mechanical bull control, place a cluster charge right where I have one now, and this is going to take out this little sliver here of this part of the objective. And so this is just a common rotation spot. Sometimes you'll even have a Mira set up, and you can see how much ground this really does cover. So this is definitely going to force a lot of defenders to rotate out of party. And then you want to place one right next to this little piano here. You're going to be able to see that it goes right over top of the green bedroom, and this is another common corner that the attackers, or rather the defenders, are going to be holding. The bomb is right here, and so they'll just sit right back here and think they're safe until your cluster charge comes in from right above and takes them out or forces them to rotate. Now moving on to Emerald Plains. If you're attacking kitchen, go and place a cluster charge on the right side of this wall here. You're going to see this is going to take out this entire little, section of kitchen. Normally you'll have some kind of a rotate here, or maybe head holes, and sometimes you're going to have someone holding back here. And so this is going to take this part of the objective out of question for the defenders to be in, force them into some kind of an uncomfortable position, or maybe force them into the other objective. Sometimes that's exactly what you want cluster charges to do, just force your opponents to rotate. Place a cluster charge up against this blue mat here, pretty much as far over as it can go, and you're going to see it's actually going to take out this little corner here of the objective when they are defending first floor. A lot of times you'll see a Mira set up right here, and they'll be holding the breach, and if you're able to do this, this is obviously going to take care of the Mira and anyone else who is holding this part of the objective. Now we got Nighthaven Labs. If you're attacking second floor, place a cluster charge on the right side of this wall here. You're going to see it's going to take out pretty much anyone who's holding these desks or anyone who's holding back part of the bomb. This is one of those common spots you'll have someone be holding. Sometimes you see a Mira set up here, sometimes you'll just see head holes. But either way, this cluster charge is going to take care of them no matter where or what they're doing. Again, for the same objective, you can place one right here in this room, and then this is going to take out anyone who's holding this back pillar, which is almost always someone every single round. Playing vertical here, placing a cluster charge on top of this objective, this is going to take out this little tiny box here that you'll see defenders very commonly hold. Typically you'll have a Mira set up or something like that where they're able to see directly into the other room where they can see the major breach wall. So this will obviously force anyone out of this room and will help out your teammates get wall or maybe even enter in through the breach. Now we have our final map layer. If you're attacking our 6th room, you can go ahead and place one right on this wall here, specifically the right side. This is going to take out anyone who is holding on top of the desk, and it's obviously a common rotation point with the connection between the two objectives, so you can catch some defenders off guard. In lobby, if you place one in this little corner here, it's actually going to detonate right over top of lab, and this is going to take out anyone specifically in this backside where you're going to see a lot more defenders holding passively. So this is going to force them out of here or even get you a free kill. And so that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to join that Discord link down in the description if you can, and also check out some of my other Rainbow Six Siege videos. I literally have hundreds of tips videos on a playlist on screen now that you guys can check out if you haven't already. Also, please subscribe if you haven't, and besides that, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.